come. They say one woman don't get them say they do inside the house.
Which house?
Come, they say that one woman.
Leave her for me. Leave them for me. Leave them. Let me see this.
Today's story is about a shocking discovery of an underground ritual den at Obadeye bus stop, Ijaye, along the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway in Lagos. It is also the story of how two suspected ritualists were burned to death, how a baby was rescued, and how the body of one missing woman named Abike was later found. This is a story no one will tell you, and it has been everywhere that they discovered the ritual den. Of course, it is true, but they didn't tell you how they discovered the body of this lady here, Abike. Her body was finally found after 1 full year. This underground den has been in that area for many decades without the resident knowing anything about it. The family of Abike took this matter very seriously. They had reported to about 5 police stations, but to no avail. These police did their job. They actually looked for Abike, but they didn't see her. No trace of her anywhere, unknowing to them that Abike was already under that evil den. Abike was just a little entrepreneur who has her own small nails shop where she fixed nails for people in the busy area of Sango, Lagos State. The discovery started when a female street sweeper heard a cry for her, a very loud one at that, coming from the underground. The cry was coming from an underground tunnel that connects to the canal at Obadeye Street. Before people could enter the canal to help, the woman who was shouting had already been killed, but a little baby was found alive and rescued. Inside the tunnel, soldiers found human body parts and many small routes that linked to different parts of the canal. During their search, a man who belonged to the group was arrested. He later said he was part of a 28-member group that was operating under that tunnel. Many items were recovered from the shrine, including charms, carving, and white clothes stained with blood and native soap. Inside an uncompleted building at the end of the tunnel, they also found clothes, slippers, bags, and other personal items. Among the discoveries was a woman named Abike, and this woman has been missing for 1 year. Her body was found inside the den, already decayed. She was identified through her clothes and a passport photograph inside her small purse. Her family said she went missing without calls or messages, and even though they reported the case to the police, nothing was found until this day of this discovery. Her body was almost beyond recognition. Nobody knows what these people did to her before they killed her. In this case, only the dead fully knows what happened to her, but there is no way she can tell. May her soul rest in peace though. So residents of Ijaye and Abule Egba are still in shock concerning this discovery. It's a very terrible one during that time. They cannot understand how such an evil place existed right under their nose in a very busy area. As at that time, the den was located beside the main road, close to the popular Obadeye bus stop. The place has already been crowded, and yet nobody knows what was happening underground. People now believe this explains why many persons had gone missing in that area for years. According to information gathered, the suspected ritual killers targeted people who move early in the morning or late at night. That is why sometimes it's better you get home in time instead of, coming home late at night. It is very dangerous. Anything can happen to you. The den is just about 50 meters from a pedestrian bridge. They would drag their victims into a manhole that stretches along the expressway. Inside the tunnel, the victims were killed. Many dismembered body was later carried out of the place. You need to see, it was an eyesore. From 7 a.m. till evening, a huge crowd gathered around the hideout just to witness the whole thing. 5 men suspected to be ritual killers and kidnappers were caught while trying to escape from the tunnel. One of the suspects was dragged out and burnt by angry mob. Later, 2 more suspects were dragged out while the police tried to protect them. The mob overpowered the officers and also burnt these 2 suspects alive. But some strange things happened One strange thing that shocked the crowd was that fire was burning all over one suspect, but he did not scream. Some people even used cutlasses and other weapons on him. None of this penetrated him. He only said nobody could harm him. But later, after some while, he was overpowered and he was burnt and was killed. The chaos caused heavy traffic in the entire area throughout the day. According to the Lagos State Police PRO, one suspect was arrested. During the raidings and during the discovery, police found 2 victims and they were immediately rushed to the hospital because they were unconscious. But Abike's body was found beyond recognition, almost beyond recognition. She was killed and some of her body parts was missing. By 10 a.m., the crowd has tripled as people from Sango, Ifo, and other community rushed there to witness the incident. It took the people several hours to dig into the den to rescue people who were still alive inside.
Our country, that first one that mú yẹn àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti mú kan lọ àtúnlọ again àtúpàdé another one ọlọ́pàá ti mú yẹn lọ again báyìí tún àtúpàdé kẹta ẹlẹ́kẹta wá pàdé ní wọ́n sọ fún wa pé 21 ọgọ́ làwọn
is it possible this express and there's no maybe canal what do you call it push or like this is anybody just that it's not possible they don't know what's come out outside instead that another one just come and one woman so there's another man there what just came out so what happened say cannot die just there's one ado the man just celebrate this they just cannot die definitely there's something there so they don't want the man so maybe another 30 minutes to this time that time anybody I know I just came out today from the same goal exactly so just 1-2 man there they carry 2
The police also prevented the mob from killing other suspects who refused to confess. He said he was not going to confess, he was not going to give any details concerning anyone or any of his member, that has operated in that den. Even after a severe beating, severe torturing, this suspect refused to say anything. And immediately the mob decided, to set him ablaze. Police quickly rushed in and spared him so that they can, do more investigation concerning that, to find out more things from him. Since he has refused to confess to the mob, I believe during serious torturing, he would confess to the police in the cell. The discovery of this underground ritual den has exposed years of hidden evil in the Obadei axis. The residents are still demanding answers still today. They want to know because they think the whole thing was a mystery. No one knows how such a thing could exist for so long without no one noticing it. Apart from Abike, no one knows how many people these people must have killed during those years of their operation. Well, only God can save us in this country. Only God can save us. This is kind of a case of Clifford Orji. I believe these people have a similar operation pattern with Clifford Orji. This is how Clifford Orji was apprehended, and later a lot of things were uncovered that he has been doing. He was even a human eater. He eats human beings, drink their blood, sell their parts, do all sort of things under the ground. But later it was discovered and everything was brought to light. Thank you for sticking around to this moment, and we're going to see you guys on our next story.
there's no normal, just help.